everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Varsha and I love doing makeup videos. So today I've created a video that is long wearing, something that lasts the entire day. If you have dry skin, you can follow exactly what I did. But if you have oily or combination skin, I've given some tips throughout the video to help you guys achieve a similar look. Before we move ahead, you might want to consider subscribing to this channel because it is pretty awesome. Anyway, without any further ado, let's jump right in. Always remember, a good makeup look that has to last a long time starts with skincare and prep. So for skincare today, I've used the Peptide Moisturizer from the INKEY list because it's nice, lightweight, and it just does everything, and it's not too expensive either. You know, the eye cream I've been loving is the Rose Ink eye cream, and this performs beautifully under concealer. And for primer and sunscreen, I have this one, which is the Unseen Sunscreen from SUPERGOOP. Very lightweight, no cast at all. I'll go in with a little dollop of this MAC primer, just that much. I'll just lightly smooth this around my mouth, mainly, you know, where these laugh lines are there, a little on the sides of my nose too, because usually I have some texture there, and mainly some around my chin area here, especially here. This is where like I have a few fine lines. This primer just helps fill up those fine lines and make it ready for makeup application. Correction is the first thing for me always, so I'm just gonna use this under my eyes and around my mouth. For foundation, I'm going to use this Hourglass foundation. For this particular foundation, I like to warm some on the back of my hand. And I'm just very lightly going to stipple and work this into the skin. And don't forget to take some down your neck. Finally, moving on to concealer, I'm going to use my Too Faced concealer. And using a flat brush like this, I'm just going to apply it wherever I want. So I like to lightly tap in my concealer this way, and this is because this brush doesn't pick up too much of that product, so you know, you just need very little usually. I'll also take some of this concealer into my inner corners here. Alright, we've now come to contour, and I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury contour wand just in places where I feel I need a little more structure to my face. So somewhere here and right here. Oh, I don't know if you watched my previous video in which I've just used one brush to do all my makeup. And I just realized I'm kind of doing the same thing here. But definitely in this video, when I move to my eyes, I'm going to use a different brush. But if you don't have many brushes with you and you really want to just do like an easy, quick makeup look, I'm going to link it up here. Just using the sides of this brush to blend on the side of my nose here. Now, the secret, the ultimate secret for your makeup to last long is to set it well. And today I'm going to use, after a very long time I feel, my Givenchy powder. I feel this powder is so lightweight, it just locks in all that concealer in one go. Now before we move on, I'm going to remind you to click subscribe because it helps me so much and the algorithm. And I'm going to give you two tips as well for people especially who have oily skin. Go ahead and use an oil controlling primer in the center of your face. It'll really help regulate all that oil production in your skin. And if you guys want, definitely go ahead with the setting spray, mist up your face, let it dry down, and then you go ahead and set it with a loose setting powder. This will just help ensure that your makeup kind of like lasts all day. That's what we want, right? Are we ready to move to the eyes yet? Yes, we are. So today I'm going to use this Tom Ford Emotion Proof eye color. Oh my gosh, I just realized that this actually matches with my nails a lot. By the way, this time for my nails, I did like a very brown, autumny inspired color. Actually, Chanel recently came out with these amazing, yummy autumn nail colors, and I saw that and I was just like, I need to do something similar. But anyway, we were talking about eyeshadow. Now this eyeshadow is so long wearing, it just doesn't budge, it doesn't crease, and I guess that's why it's called the emotion proof eyeshadow. What I like to do with this one is just take a MAC 217 brush and I like to just work it into the bristles. Just work some on the back of my hand this way. You can see the spot once it's placed, and I'm trying to rub this off. It just doesn't come off. And we're just gonna go straight into placing this eyeshadow. So I like to look down this way, and we are just going to start buffing this into the eye all the way up to the crease, starting from the outer corner because that is where I want the maximum color to be. Very gradually in like small circles working it inwards. So the idea behind this look is because we are going to Seattle on this weekend, and I wanted to create like a look that is long wearing kind of, you know, which will last like all day there. And from here, like from Vancouver, it is approximately like a 2-hour drive to reach to downtown Seattle. I'm very gradually working this above my crease. Now with a slightly smaller, fluffier brush, I'll work the same color, and this time I'm going to work this color on my lower lids. I think this particular pot is discontinued, but if you guys have anything else, I know Victoria Beckham has some really nice eyeshadow pots like this, and even Hourglass and Charlotte Tilbury. Now using this MAC 239, I'll just dip a little bit into this powder, and I'm just going to create a little bit of a gradient right here on the beginning part of the eye. Now there's nothing more long wearing than Duraline drops of Inglot, but I'm gonna actually mix it with a little bit of this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. I'm just gonna add literally 1 drop, and this just makes everything so long lasting and so long wearing. And I obviously did not want to go with a black eyeliner. I'll take an eyeliner brush and just gently swirl. I'm just gonna add a small baby wing on the outer corners of my eye. I finally got a drugstore mascara after so long, and this is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I read so many reviews about the Sky High mascara and I was just like, I have to try it. I mean, just look at that. It's so cool, right? You can see how high these lashes are, and you know what? This mascara really holds the curl. I think that is the best thing, but there is one downside to this mascara as well, and that is just that I think it just kind of like holds the lashes like together. As in like it kind of clumps them together, and that's why I'm going to use this later on just to kind of open up the lashes. Go from under and you just have to like literally comb through. See? Alright, I am going to do my brows off camera. I already have done a video on how I do my brows, so I'm going to link that up here. Now, if you have already watched my brow video, you might have known that this Anastasia Ultra Slim, sorry, Brow Wiz was already pretty low, and I did say in that video that I was going to go ahead and buy the NYX one, and I did buy it. It is so good. It's such a good dupe for, not dupe, I mean it's such a good replacement for this one, because this one retails for 31 Canadian and this one's like 14. Now the only difference in my opinion is that I feel like the spoolie from the Anastasia one is a lot more softer, and I feel like these bristles are a little more harder, but that's it really. Anyway, so I use this on my brows along with the other products which I have already mentioned in my brow video. Finally, for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the NARS bronzer in the shade Laguna, and I'm just going to start swirling this in areas that I want that bronze to be amplified. If you want to make this a little more long wearing, you can obviously, before we go ahead and set the face, you can even go ahead and use a cream bronzer and then sort of lock it with the powder and go ahead with a bronzing powder. Yes, we have finally reached blush. I'm going to use this Hourglass blush in the shade Luminous Flush. I'm taking this all over the cheek. This blush is so pretty. Now, don't be afraid to load up on your blush a little bit because, as you know, I've mentioned in my videos before that your blush is like the first thing that'll come off your face. So you can actually load it up a bit. Also, if it's a sunny day, it'll just look like you're naturally flushed from the inside. Now for highlight, how many of you remember the Laura Geller Gilded Honey? Oh, oh my god, this is already broken and it just fell down again. Ah! Look at that. Oof, so nice. Just a little actually, not too much. I'm kind of done with the phase where I used to smear highlighter all over my face. Finally, lip liner. I can't stop using this She's Bold lip liner from Patrick the Beauty. And I'll just line my lips all over. I'm also going to use a little bit of this Tom Ford lipstick. This is in the shade Kyra. I'll just lightly dab this on like all over my lips. You guys must know that for lips, I don't prefer anything that's too matte because it just dries out my lips in general. And I usually like to carry a little lip balm along with me. You know, just to keep the lips hydrated. Or lip gloss, but just on the center, I'm going to use this Tom Ford lip gloss, and this is in the shade Pink Gilt. When you open this, it just like slides out. That is so cool. Anyway, I'll just put this only in the center of my lips. So love the way it catches the light. This is kind of metallic, the finish of it. The most important step of this video is to like and subscribe. I'm kidding. We have to set the makeup with a setting spray. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Urban Decay one is equally good. Just use something that promises to be long lasting, and I love this one. I'm definitely going to be buying the bigger size in the next Sephora sale for sure. Finally, to take care of any shine that I don't want on my face, I'm going to be using the Hourglass again, and this is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. If you guys know this brush, you know this brush. Anyway, I'm just taking this and lightly patting this wherever I want to pull down the shine. I have a lot of texture here usually, so that's what I like to do. It just like softens the look and diffuses like the pores. And honestly, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I am going to put links here which I think you might enjoy watching, and well, don't forget to support this channel and see you guys soon. Bye bye.